Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Hope you guys are well. So today in this tutorial I am going to show you how you guys can make this amazing neumorphism login page using just HTML and CSS. So here when you hover on our image, you guys can see that this is rotating, and here is our welcome heading, and here is our name field and password field. When we click on our name field, here you can see that it is like pop up, and when we click on our password field, it is also like pop up or transform. And here is our button, which also have some box shadow, and here is our hover effect. And in the last we have our don't have any account, and here is our sign up. So yeah, that's it. Now I'm going to show you how you guys can make this login form using just HTML and CSS. And before we start, if you guys are new in my channel, then please subscribe my channel, like this video, press the bell icon for the future videos. So let's go to our code editor. So here first you have to build a basic HTML structure. First one is our title, and second one is we have to just link our style sheet. So here in our login page you can see that we have a box shadow, we have a box here, and inside this box everything is welcome, and name and password and login, everything is now in this box. So that's why first I have to create a container, and inside this container I will put everything. So that's why first we have to create a div tag, and the class name will be container. That's it. And inside this container first we have to create our welcome. So that's why I will create another div tag, and the class name will be like heading. That's it. And inside this heading I will create a h2 tag, and our h2 tag here, and now we have to just type our welcome. That's it. And after our heading I will create our this field. So that's why I have to create another div tag, and the class will be for name field, it will be name. That's it. Now we have to create an input tag. That's it. And type will be text, because in our name field I will just type our text, so that's why text. Type will be text, and here I have to create a placeholder. So placeholder will be name. Here you can see that it is showing the name, and this is our placeholder, so that's why placeholder will be name. So I will just copy this from here and paste it for our password field. So here it will be password, the class name will be password, and for type it will be not text, it will be password, and for placeholder it will also be password. That's it. So here you can see that we have our button, so that's why I will create another div tag, and class name will be button, and here I have to create an anchor tag, so it will be hash, and here we have to write log in. That's it. And after button, underneath our button we have a here paragraph, so that's why I have to create another div tag, and class name will be help. That's it. And here help I have to create a paragraph tag, and inside this paragraph I will create this. So copy this from here, paste it here, and here you can see that our sign up is actually a little bit bolder than this one, so that's why I have to put this sign up a different span tag. So that's why span, and here we have to write sign up. That's it. If we now save and go to our website and here refresh, so here you can see that we have our welcome, our name, our password, and our button, and here is our help section. So now go to our style sheet, and here first I have to clear some basic setting. So that's why margin will be 0, and padding will be also 0, box sizing will be border box, and font family will be sans serif. That's it. Now I have to grab our container class, because everything is inside in our container class. So that's why copy this container class from here and paste it here. Now I want everything in the center, so that's why I have to give a position. So position will be absolute, and from top it will be 50%, and from left it will be also 50%, because I want in center. and the transform will be translate minus 50% and minus 50%. That's it. If we now save and refresh, so here you can see that now everything in center. So now first I have to give a background color, so that's why create our body tag, and inside our body tag I will give our background, and the background color will be this one. That's it. If we now save and refresh, so here you can see that our background color is changed. And here now we can do another thing. I will just copy this code from here and delete this from here and paste it here in our body tag. Okay, now save and refresh. If we now refresh, anything would happen here. You can see that now anything would happen. So now in our container I will fix width and height. So that's why I will give our height 480 pixel and width will be 280 pixel. Now save and refresh. Here you can see that it is now a little bit from the top, but you can't see anything here yet. So for better showing, I will create a border. Let's see, 2 pixel solid red, and if we now refresh, you can see a border around our this text. So here it is now showing. So now I want a box shadow around our this border, so that's why box shadow will be 10 pixel from the bottom and 10 pixel from the right, and I want a blur of 50 pixel, and let's give a RGB color 193, 182 and 180. Okay, so now copy this again and paste it here. So here will be minus 10 pixel for this, for our top side, and minus 10 pixel for our left side, and 15 pixel for blur, and let's give a white color. So if we now save and go our website and refresh, so here you can see that now we have our box shadow. So now I will give a border radius. So border radius will be 20 pixel. That's it. If we now save and refresh, so here you can see that now we have our border radius. Now I don't want this red color border, so that's why here I will create transparent. That's it. If we now save and refresh, so here you can see that now we have our body. So now I want everything to in center in one column, so that's why I will create display will be flex, and flex direction will be column, and text align will be center. If we now save and refresh, so here you can see that now everything in center. So now first I will style our welcome heading, so that's why copy this container class from here and paste it here. Now I will grab our heading class from here and paste it here. So now I want some space from the top and from bottom, so that's why I will create margin. From top I will give 60 pixel, and from right I don't want any margin, so that's why 0, and from bottom I will create 30 pixel, and from left I will give 0. So if we now save and refresh, so here you can see that now we have our space from top and bottom. So now let's style our h2. So that's why copy this class from here, paste it here. Now here you have to just write h2. That's it. Delete this line. So now I will give a font weight will be bolder, and font size will be 1.7 em. Save and refresh. So yeah, now we have our heading. So now we have to style our input field. So that's why copy this container class from here, paste it here. So now we have to grab our name for our name. So copy this from here and paste it here, and I will target our input tag, so that's why here will be input. That's it. So here you can see that we have an outline here, but I don't want this outline and I don't want any border, so that's why outline will be none, and border style will be none also. So if we now save and refresh, so here you can see that now we have no border and no outline here. So now I want a background color, so background color will be this one. Save and refresh. So here you can see that now we have our background color. So now I want some space inside this input field, so that's why padding will be 15 pixel, and I want a space from the bottom of this name field, because here you can see that we don't have any space between name and password field, so that's why margin bottom will be 25 pixel. So if we now save and refresh, so here you can see that now we have our space inside the name field, and we have our space from the bottom. So I will give a border radius 20 pixel. If we now save and refresh, so here you can see that now we have our border radius. Now I want to increase the width, so that's why first I have to see what is the default width and height of this name area. So here in inspect, and here just type again in inspect, and here you can see that we have a 169 of width and 50 of height. So I want to increase the width. Here you can see that it is 169, but I want to increase the width. So for doing this, here I have to give another width, like say 220 pixel. If we now save and refresh, so here you can see that now it is increased the width. Now here you can see that anything we write, it is like black, it is by default black. So I want to change the font color, so that's why I will give a color of white. Save and refresh. So now if we write, here you can see that now it is in white color. So I want the same style for password field, so we don't have to write this again. So we just have to copy this class from here and paste it here, and here instead of name I have to just grab this password class from here. So copy this and paste it here. So here you can see now we have our password, we have our input, and here we have our password. So if we now save and refresh, so here you can see that now we have for our password field also. Now here our placeholder, so here you can see that it is showing name and password, but I don't want this gray color of placeholder, so I want to change the placeholder. So that's why I will here and copy everything and paste it here, and here you have to just type double colon and placeholder, that's it. So copy this and paste it here, and inside this now I have to give a color of white, that's it. So if we now refresh, you can see that our placeholder color will be changed. So yeah, this is now in white color. So now I want to increase the font size, so that's why font size will be 1.1 em. Save and refresh. So yeah, that's it. So now if we go to our real website, here you can see that when we click a field, it is like popping up. So I have to create this effect here also. So that's why copy this field again from here and paste it here. Here instead of placeholder I have to write focus, that's it, and change it also, that's it. If we now save, that's it. So now I want transform and scale 1.1, that's it. If we now save and refresh our website and click here, you can see that now it is like popping up, but it is not looking smooth. So that's why we have to give a transition here. Transition will be 0.6 second all, that's it. If we now save and refresh again, so here you can see that now it is smooth, that's it. So now I have to style our button. So for doing this, copy this container class again, paste it here. So now we have to just go and grab our button class from here. So now I want a space from top and bottom, so that's why margin top and bottom it will be 10 pixel and left and right it will be 0. Save and refresh. So here you can see that now we have our space. So for styling our button, copy this again, paste it here. Now we have to target our anchor tag, that's it. Now so here you can see that now our initial font color is this color, so that's why first we have to create our color, font color, and the font color will be this one, paste it here. Now I don't want any underline, so that's why text decoration will be none. So now I will create padding. From top and bottom it will be 10 pixel, and from left and right it will be 85 pixel. If we now save and refresh, so here you can see that our color is changed, font color is changed. So here you can see that I have a box shadow here also, so I have to create here this also. So that's why I go top and copy this box shadow and paste it here. So here from I have to change it to 3 and 8, and here will be also 3 and this will be 5. If we now save and refresh, not here, if we now refresh, so here you can see now we have our box shadow. Now I will give a radius to this box shadow. Border radius will be 20 pixel. Save and refresh. That's it, we have now our box shadow. So now I want to change the font weight, so that's why font weight will be bolder. Now save and refresh. So here you can see now we have our login. Now I have to create the hover effect, so that's why I copy this class from here and paste it here. Now write hover for creating hover effect, and when we hover over on our button, I want to change the background color, so that's why background color will be this one, and our font color will be white color, so that's why. That's it. If we now save and refresh, if we now hover over, here you can see that we have now our hover effect, and our background color is changing. So here you can see that it is not smooth, so that's why I have to give a transition of 0.3 seconds. All. Save and refresh. So now here you can see that now it is like smooth. So now I have to style our paragraph. So for doing this, copy this container class here from again, paste it here. Now we have to grab our help class from here, so copy this class from here and paste it here. So now I want some space from the top, so that's why margin top will be 50 pixel. Save and refresh. So now I have a space from the top, and now I want to change the font size, so that's why copy this class from here again and paste it here, and here you have to type paragraph because it is a paragraph, and for changing the font size, so font size will be 0.8 em. If we now save, we had changed the font size. Now here you can see that our real website, here our sign up is a little bit bolder than our paragraph, actual paragraph, so I have to do it here also. So copy this from here again, paste it here. Now we have to target our span tag, so here you have to write span and change the font which will be bolder. That's it. If we now save and refresh, so here you can see that now it is bold. Now I want to change it to a clickable button, so for doing this, copy this class again, paste it here. Now here you have to write hover, that's it. And when we hover over our sign up, here I want a pointer, so that's why cursor will be pointer, and I want a border from bottom, so that's why border bottom will be 1 pixel and it will be solid like. So if we now save and refresh, so here you can see now we have our border and our clickable button. So now here I have to insert an image like this one, so that's why go to our HTML and top of our welcome h2 tag, here you have to create an image tag. Here we have to write our image file name which is tag.png. If we now save and refresh, so now here you can see that it is our image. Now I have to fix the size of this image, so for doing this, go top and underneath this heading, copy this class again and now target our image tag. Now I have to give a width of 10%. So if we now save and refresh, so here you can see that, okay, let's change it to 20%. because it is like a little bit of small. Yeah, now it is showing 20%. Now I want to give a border radius of 50% so that it will show in a circle. So yeah, so now I have to create a hover effect here also. When we hover over our image, it will flip vertically. So for doing this, copy this class from here again, paste it here, and you have to write it here hover, that's it. And I want a transform, and it will be rotate Y. If we give 180 degree, so if we now save and refresh, you can't see any effect, but it is rotating. Okay, give a transition for smoothing the rotation. So transition will be 0.6 second of. Save and refresh. So here you can see that it is flipping one time. So here in our website it is flipping 2 times. So we have to change it here also. Here I have to give 360 pixel for rotating 2 times. So refresh. Yeah, now it is rotating 2 times. So yeah, our login page is done. Here you can see that it is looking good, and it has some wonderful hover effect, and the input field for the name and for password, and login button, and sign up button here also. So that's it guys. I hope you guys enjoyed our tutorial, and if you guys really enjoyed our tutorial, then give a like to this video, subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon for the future videos, and see you in our next tutorial.